Hi there, I'm Dan, Senior Financial Advisor with Richmond Brothers. So far, 2022 has been a roller coaster for investors, especially if you have exposure to stocks and bonds. For any of you with any non-retirement investment accounts, there may be a year-end strategy for you to consider. In this video, I'll walk you through some tax loss harvesting, a way to potentially help turn investment losses into tax breaks. This video gets into some pretty technical stuff, but we're here to help. Selling an investment for a gain is great until it comes to tax time, and Uncle Sam wants his share. But you can lower how much capital gains tax you owe by selling assets for a loss if it makes sense for your overall financial strategy. This is known as tax loss harvesting, and it's a strategy savvy investors employ to lower their tax bill. But it can be complicated. Keep these three things in mind. First of all, if you sold an asset that you held for less than a year, you generated a short-term capital gain, assuming it was at a gain. And these are taxed at higher rates than long-term capital gains are. You want to classify the assets you sold into two buckets: held more than 1 year and held less than 1 year. This is important, as I'll explain in the next step. Part 2. When selling assets for a loss to offset your capital gains, you need to keep apples with apples and oranges with oranges. Short-term losses can only be used to offset short-term gains, while long-term losses offset long-term gains. Third, don't necessarily sell assets strictly to harvest a tax loss. That's not always the best move for your financial situation. We can work together to identify the right time to liquidate underperforming investments if and when it makes sense. If you're like most folks, you want to pay the least amount of tax possible so you can continue saving for your future. Techniques like tax loss harvesting can help make that possible, but you need to look at your overall financial strategy to see if that makes sense this year. If you have a question about what I've discussed with you, or if you'd like to speak personally about your situation, please use the form below to send us a message. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to share this video with any of your friends who may also benefit.